Hey guys, welcome back to Cornwall Card House. So recently, I have decided I'm pretty much done with Pokemon
No! God, please, no!
because
No!
because the mechanics of the game haven't moved on. I find it a bit boring. I'm finding myself after 10, 12 years of playing Pokemon, I think I, I'm just done with it. I think maybe I'm just taking a break. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go back to it in the future. I don't know. But in the meantime, I thought, okay, let's see what else is out there. So I'm going to try and learn some new games, basically. So we've got One Piece, we've got Flesh and Blood, Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings, lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh. I've got a bit of Pokemon just to compare it with the rest of the games, and I've got Gundam, which I've heard a lot of good things about. So, shall we start with lorcana? Reign of Jafar, which I think is about set 9 or 10 of lorcana. Let's take all of these out the sleeve. So yeah, I was playing Pokemon with my daughter the other day, and both of us were just pretty much bored with it because I taught her Pokemon when she was about 3, and she's been playing it for a few years. Here we go. We've got two Tangled and one Jafar. Okay, whoops. So let's see what we pull. Okay, so here we go. That's kind of a cool artwork. Rhino. Was he from Bolt? I think he was from Bolt. That's kind of cool. Miss Potts, we know where she's from. Dump Truck. Madigal. Jock. Dodo. Madanim. Pouncing Practice. Captain Hook as our rare. Another rare is John Prince, and another rare foil flower. Okay, so that's part 1 done. We've got 3 packs of this. Now, I must admit, I have tried lorcana, and I didn't really get on with it, to be fair. But I decided to pick up some packs just for this video, really. I didn't quite like the fact that it was all a bit vanilla. There was no fighting. It was all going off to get some lore, or it was like singing, and I was like, dude, you know what? I don't mind Disney, but this is not for me. Hades is our super rare. Jasmine, another super rare, and a foil Nephew's Piggy Bank. And the last pack of Lord Garner is Perdita. Is this going to focus? Magic Carpet. Poe Dispel. Is that a duck? Red. He looks cool. What's he have? Big Hero 6. One of them. Wardrobe. Atiana. LeFou. Pouncing Practice again. Madrigal. Kuzco. And we have got a super rare Flynn Rider. Okay. So that is lorcana. What do we think? Art-wise, you know, it's not that great. It's not that great. Shall we go into some Yu-Gi-Oh? So these were from also known as HMV. I don't mind Yu-Gi-Oh. The only thing is the cards are smaller. And I can't read all this. Yeah, I'm 40 odd. And I have to have a magnifying glass to read all this. Okay, so we've got that one. Goddess of the Two Sides. Evil Hero. Force 5. Got a hollow there. I think the hollows in this are like anime girls or something. That looks kind of sick though. Curse of the Ancient Turtle with his red eyes and his pyramid on his back. Dude, that's cool. Like a diablo. Is that shining now? DD post? What's going on there? Who knows? Okay, that's part one. So I'm not going to learn Yu-Gi-Oh because I decided to learn Yu-Gi-Oh a few weeks ago, and we didn't get confused. I just couldn't see the bloody writing. I had to have ×3 glasses on. Oh, he looks good on. Shame it's not foil. That's the foil in this one. Evil Assault. We've got DD Post again. Okay. And the other thing I don't really like about Magic the Gathering is the cards are shorter and they don't really fit in a sleeve. So they wobble about unless you get the exact type of sleeve for Yu-Gi-Oh! Critical. What's that? Extra card. He looks kind of cool. Foil. Light Force. Ooh. Who's that? Rotting Phoenix. Oh yeah. Do you know what? That's kind of cool. Do you know I quite like the artwork. The mechanics of the game seem a bit confusing, but not for me. Right, what should we go for next? Let's go for Flesh and Blood. I bet this is a kind of new TCG. I haven't spent time learning this one, so let's have a look. So basically, this is just looking at the artwork. I've spent a lot of time learning Magic, Gundam, and One Piece. So basically, this is just a little look at the cards, really. Just have a look at the artwork. Okay, Slugism. Is that a thing? Brawlhide. That was kind of cool, though. That reminds me of Lord of the Rings. A bit of Sauron up there. Wounded Bull. Strapping. Savage Feast. Snatch. Is that hollow? Buckling Blow. Ramp. Okay. That's pack one done. I must say I'm not blown away with the artwork. Not really blown away with the artwork, to be fair. But I haven't like I said, I haven't looked at the TCG, so I can't really tell you much about this one. Katsu. Sounds like a curry. Huh? Is that backwards? What? Was this like a god pack or something? Emerging power. Do you know what? Let's turn it this way. Wounding Blow. Removable. See, that looks kind of sick. Reminds me a bit of Tekken. Another strapping, another feast, another snatch. Is that a foil? Emerging power. Pack on. Biting blade. Do you know, guys, I'm not really that blown away with Flesh and Blood. It's kind of that medieval style artwork, which I'm not really that excited over. But we press on. Romping Club. What's going on here, dude? Is it this way? Razor Reflex. Another slogan. Crew. Slog. armor, flick flack, blackout kick. Overpower is the foil. Drop and steal. You know, nothing's really. Okay, so Flesh and Blood. It may be a up and coming new TCG, but to be fair, the artwork does nothing for me. Let's look at Lord of the Rings. Magic the Gathering. Everybody knows Magic the Gathering. I think there's a. I don't think this is the one with the big 1 of 1 ring in it, but oh, that's glossy. Okay, Swamp. Breaking of the Fellowship. Gale. Storm. Claim Fear Fire Foes. Orcs. Blackgate. Whatever. Is that our rare? Mirkwood Bats. Got some foils here. Forge. Escape Orthanc. Is that cool? And then Tentacle. Okay. The artwork is better than Flesh and Blood so far, I must say. Much better than Flesh and Blood. Oh, we've got a foil straight off the bat. Is that normal? Mountain? They got like, oh yes. I don't know if these match up as the Misty Mountains. Old misty eye of the mountains below. Answers in the comment what film that's of. Generous Ent. Mushroom Watchdogs. I think that's the best artwork I've seen out of this set. Snarling. Oh, that's quite cool as well. Imagine that jumping on you. Winglord. You Cannot Pass. Yes, we know that one. Shame it's not foil. Bit of Gandalf there. Lost to Legend. Foray of Orcs. Is this our hitter? No, that is. What's that? Mithril Cost. And Shower of Arrows. Cast down. Okay, that's a second pack. And now we're on to a third and final Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle Earth. Don't think I'm going to learn this one because the artwork just doesn't do much for me. What's this? Come on, focus. There we go. Oh, that's kind of cute there. Holding that that deer. That do re fo fa thummy la di do. Okay, Island. Again, it's this like medieval type cards, which I don't really like, but I felt like I needed to buy some packs just to look through because sometimes I might be surprised. You can look at these cards online, but it isn't the same as actually holding them and unpacking them. He's cool. Oops, 2/2. Bit of a boat there. Pippin's Bravery as a foil. Kind of nice, I suppose. And the Orcs Army. Okay, Lord of the Rings. What do you give that? Okay, so we're left with One Piece, we're left with Gundam, and we're left with Destined Rivals. Tell you what, let's do Pokemon. Seeing as I've pulled nothing for ages and ages and ages, and I'm starting to give Pokemon a bit of a bad rap because I can't get a hold of the products. I managed to get 3 packs of Destined Rivals from the card shop by me this morning. So let's give them a chance. We've got a Porygon, Sudowoodo, Coughing, Basquanda, Team Rocket's Proton, a Murkrow, a Smoliv, Drowsy, and a... Do you want a code card? There you go. You can have that. On the house. On the house. Do you know what? I'm quite excited open One Piece and Gundam. Electrobuzz, Gimbal, Skarmory, Smoliv, Ladle, Probopass, Jim, Swirl, Melodic, and another pile of crap. This is what's doing my head in with Pokemon. It's just like there's nothing. Watch me pull bloody Mewtwo now. Seedottle, Pillion, Sheep, bit of Slugs, Ethan's Adventure, go off and have fun, Abomasnow, Weezing, Zubat, Judge, Cargo. So I rest my case. Do you know what? I think Flesh and Blood was better than that. Okay, what do we go for? Do we go for One Piece or Gundam? Do you know what? I've been looking at both of these games, and I think I'm going to learn Gundam because it looks pretty cool. But I do like a bit of One Piece, so let's see if we can add any cards to our collection. Oh, I think you ripped these at the side, don't you? I forgot. Okay, here we go. We've got Rock, Verona. That's quite cool. Nice knockers. Blue Gilly, Treball, Snotty Nose, one of them. Big Teeth, Frankie. Bean. Pikachu. What's that? Looks like something on Minecraft. We've got, is that a rare? No. That's a rare. Basil Hawkins. Oh, that looks Rebecca. That looks kind of cool. I'm going to save that there just in case. It's worth a bit of Wonga. Now, the I don't know what the plan was, whether it's to try and learn this TCG, or it was just to build the set, or is it just for monetary value? I don't know. At the minute, at least I've just got the cards and I'm saving them, and then we'll decide what to do with them down the road. Cavendish. Keeps going out of blur. Gum, Rhino, Schneider, Goat, Hack, Baby 5. Oh. These are Soldier. You know. Okay, we've got two more shinies there. We'll keep them and we'll sleeve them up. And our last set of One Piece. I keep ripping this from the top rather than the side. Okay, we've got one of them already. We've got one of them. We've got one of them. We haven't got that. It's so soon. Edward Newgate. We've got Barrel Pistol. We've got. Okay, that's a new one. I think it's very. I think it's very subjective whether you like this art. Like some people might have liked Flesh and Blood over this artwork, but I kind of like this artwork more. Radio Knife. And we've got a Sanji. It's nice. Okay, so that's One Piece. That's shiny as well, isn't it? That's One Piece. Okay, so this is the one I am learning at the minute. This is Gundam. Okay. I've been learning this with my daughter, and it's a bit like Transformers, but you have pilots, and the pilots can double up with your card, and they can do extra damage. It's all about destroying your neighbors, your opponent's base, and then shields. The only thing I didn't really get is why you have to destroy the person's base, and then there's 6 shields underneath. Why don't you destroy the 6 shields and then the opponent's base? But you know, I'm sure I'll learn more and understand why that is further down the line. It seems pretty easy to pick up at the minute. We just need some bigger cards to be fair. Okay, here we go. See this artwork. I think looks crisp. And this card, man. Thick. It's a thick card. Mistral. Chiagan. Goon. Argama. Is that overflowing affection? That's kind of cool. She's got a bowling ball. I don't know. Adzam. Strategic arms. Dual Gundam. That's hollow. Save him. And Gundam. That's textured. Nice. I bet that's worth a few quid. Even though I'll be putting it in my binder. But it's textured, that is, and it feels quite cool. And we have ourselves a EX base. An EX base. Okay, an EX base. So what an EX base does is if you're going second, your opponent goes first and does their bits. If you go second, this gives you 2 ability or level 2 off the get-go. So you're not on the back foot when you start your game. So you can put your next card down and end up with level 3, I think. And then once this has been used, that's it. It's out of the game. But it gives you that extra step if you're going second. So these EX bases are quite good to hold on to. Okay, second pack. I must say these don't rip too easy. Okay, we've got a Sky Grasper, a Din, Pisces, Guel, Strike Gundam, Duel, she looks cool, a Show of Resolve, another Guel or Jewel, whatever you call it, not hollow. Oh, she is hollow. Iron Fisted Discipline. Put that over there. And that's another hollow. Charles Zaku, the second. And that's a resource. So that other one before this EX base, it gives you 2 resource. That's the word I was after. Gives you 2 resource. So it gives you that extra bit of a boost if you're going second in the game. Okay, last pack, and almost at the end of the video, we've got Gog, Zulu, Assault, Gundam. God damn. She looks pissed. Custom, Bukyu, is that right? Gira, Aries, the hollow, and our last one is Gundam Parshek. It's not textured either, but it's kind of a cool card though. Look at him. It's kind of Transformer X and a resource. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my journey into the new world of different TCGs other than Pokemon. I'm done with Pokemon. I've been playing it for so long, like 10 years. I've been teaching my kids. I tried to teach my wife once, but so I'm pretty much done with Pokemon. It's just not moving forward for me. Well, it probably is moving forward, but not. It's just not exciting me. It feels like everyone's just opening packs and trying to pull big cards, or people are just scalping it. There's no essence of learning the actual TCG. So my next TCG is Gundam, and then maybe a bit of One Piece, depending on timing. But I'm going to try this Gundam because it kind of looks cool. So yeah, that's it from me. I'll let you know how I get on. Dude, this video is like 20 odd minutes long. I'm so sorry for wasting your time. I didn't really pull anything massive. Just words of wisdom are don't eat yellow snow. And if it looks too good to be true, it always is too good to be true. And turkeys can't look up in the rain.